Packers underway from Lambeau. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
First down, Detroit.
On 1st and 10, Britt. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
Britt's pass.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Britt. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Lions, 1st down.
Here's Moss. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
To number 84.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Will Lutz on for the point after. Or these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. That time, a 9-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly, but they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Tannehill. The left side throw complete to Adams.
Tannehill's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now it's Tannehill. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. Now this offense about ready to take over again. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 52 yards.
And here he is with just 1 week to go in the regular season. All he wants to do is lock things up. He kind of wants to do like the golfers. Post a number, go to the clubhouse, and secure a league title in receiving yards.
Catches made by Hockenson, the tight end. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Moss. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 11 now. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Britt. Being chased out left. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run here with Moss. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Ball carrier.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
3 brings up second and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Tannehill now to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Man, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Now Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Jones, the ball carrier.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
That's a gain of 5.
From the 50, it's Tannehill.
And 3.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
Tannehill's pass complete to number 89.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 18-yard line.
So out now come the Lions. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Britt, blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Queen coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
They'll run a draw now with Moss. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. On third down, Britt, and that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
14-0 the score. This on EA Sports.
14. Packers nothing.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Out of the gun, Tannehill. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it with Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
On the tackle. No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And Adams has it complete. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that one makes it 14-7. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw on 2nd down, Britt. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running is Swift. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. That is Tomlinson, who is down. Boy, not what they want to see. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Britt, right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Someone moved, flag is out, that's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Britt. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Play to DeAndre Swift. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8. At the
looking to throw on 2nd down. Britt. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the interception, here's Tannehill. That's complete to Davis. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Packers. Gabriel Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have.
He'll drop this one off to Swift. That catch good for only a at the 27-yard line.
At the 27.
Looking to throw. Britt Campbell making the catch. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Swift. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's a toss play right to Swift. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards there, first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw. Britt. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
To throw on 2nd down, Britt. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. Made a nice, sure tackle.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Britt. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Britt's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Operating from the gun, Britt, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Lions have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
At the 50-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Jones, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
56, check 56.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run on first down. Swift, he'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Britt toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Britt over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And this is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Britt, and that's incomplete.
Pass.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Complete.
He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
To throw on second down. Britt, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun. Britt to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 17.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And really a solid group effort. I mean, the montage focuses on him, and rightfully so. But it's been a good job of a team to get this lead.
I'm with you totally on that. I love the observation. Offensive line and people having to protect him, they've really been in sync and been on point. How about the guys going out and catching the ball? All the receivers, the running backs. Everyone is involved today. And what we're watching right now is really a beautiful team effort, isn't it?
Absolutely. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Britt, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Britt. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
.37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill steps away to his left and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Take over first and
good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. Mike Williams, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Number 33, Aaron.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
The ball carrier.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And it's fielded at the 34. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
At their own 40-yard line.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. From the gun, Britt firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell.
Fritz pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Britt. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, Britt. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Britt's pass.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Shelling through the defense. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. That is Tomlinson who is down. Boy, not what they want to see. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
Tannehill. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
For a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This is Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
On the carry.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
8-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Tannehill. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And 8.
Here's Tannehill. They will find Davis. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
1st and 10. at their own 29-yard
Here's the
line.
Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up
Off the play fake. Britt under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
the quarterback sack. A loss of 11 yards.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Operating from the gun, Britt. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. A nice little juke. So call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Holding offense. Are you serious, dog?
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Here's Tannehill. Flush to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Tannehill sacked.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt.
Over 1st and 10 at their own.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
45-yard line.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Britt. And he's taken down inside the 30. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now it's Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the gun, Britt. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packers ready to take over offensively. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At the 36-yard line.
Now it's Tannehill. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On third down, here comes Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Lions 31, Packers 14.
Heading back out there. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down, Tannehill. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Complete.
Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Slant to Adams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards, first down Packers.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On first down, Tannehill. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Davis, a 7-yard pickup, brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Tannehill.
8-yard line.
And this will be incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3.
3 yards to go.
Again, Tannehill got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Throwing again is Tannehill. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
42. Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of
now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Back to throw, Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Tannehill's pass complete. Fumble on the play.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Swift, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Darnell Savage on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On 3rd down, Swift. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Gain of 9.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
1st and 10 at their own.
And now back out comes the offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Tannehill on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Tannehill now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Now Tannehill.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. 7 yards the pick up there.
Complete to Robert Tonyan. It's a gain.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Tannehill throwing again. Buying time to his left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
It's now 4th down and goal.
They snap it to Tannehill. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the bootleg. Britt. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down. And 9 yards to go.
On 3rd down. Swift. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brought down right at the
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Tannehill. And he will find his man on the outside. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got Adams on the hookup. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Packers get a score closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. 21. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
They're first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop it.
Brings up second and 9 at the 24-yard line.
To throw on second down. Britt Campbell making the catch.
Britt's
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have a Lions first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run here with Swift. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here comes the Lions punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. So the Packers down on the scoreboard. 1:47 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Tannehill. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now it's Tannehill. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
Tannehill now to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
On the deep ball. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Tannehill. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Green Bay Packer.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And this one incomplete.
Tannehill's pass.
So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35.
Back to the air. Tannehill on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. Now it's Tannehill. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Tannehill's pass.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Out of bounds at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Detroit, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.